Hello. I'm walking on my treadmill while I'm talking to you because I'm a multitasker and I know all of you are as well. And really the main reason is because I'm super busy right now. And this happens for all of us, right? Where life gets in the way and sometimes it's busier than other times. But we all have our moments where we're like, holy cow, I got a lot going on. I'm a little overwhelmed and I can't bother to take care of myself right now because I got to take care of everyone else and everything else. That's kind of how I feel right now. Just so we're moving. My husband's back is bad. He's prepping for surgery on the 5th. My dog, my sweet little 11-year-old golden doodle, Dagny, had some unexpected surgery. She had a cyst burst and then another one that looked like it was going to on her neck. And while they were doing that, they found out that that neck one was wrapped around her throat. It was horrible. And then she had a mole right here that needed to come off because they were irritated, and a cracked tooth. The girl was a hot mess, which made me a hot mess because we didn't know all of that. And so she had some surgery, and like I said, we're moving and I'm working and these other things, right? And I was like, holy cow, I have not taken care of myself at all. And I could feel, you can even get to the point where you're like, I could feel it in my soul. Really, all the way down to my soul, not only in my body, but in my soul. And I thought, you're not doing anybody else good if I go down too, because you know what happens, right? We get so overworked, so overwhelmed, we take on so much as women, and then we make ourselves sick, mentally, emotionally, physically. And I thought, I don't have time for this, right? I don't have time for all that. I certainly don't have time to make myself sick. And I don't need to, quite honestly, because guess what? We can carry a lot. We can manage a lot. We're good at multitasking. You can see I'm multitasking now while we're talking because I'm trying to get a little walk-in on my desk treadmill because I won't have enough time today to truly get some good exercise in. And I need that. And I think we all need it, whether it's 2 hours at the gym or 10 minutes in the morning or whatever it is you can do to sort of feed your soul and feed your body. I think it's really important that we do that. As a matter of fact, y'all are familiar by now with the 12 pillars to wealth and impact creation for women over 50, right? That's what W.I.N, the Women's Wealth and Impact Network, is all about. And pillar number 2 is self-care. So pillar number 1 is mindset. Pillar number 2 is self-care. Now the other pillars, a lot of them deal with marketing and business structure and writing and speaking and all these things. But 1 and 2, mindset and self-care, I kind of feel like are the most important. And I think they're the 2 that we brush off the most. Isn't that interesting? But in many ways they go together when you think about it, because if you don't have the right mindset to take care of yourself, where does that lead you? Then nothing else gets done correctly either, right? We've heard this for years and years, and yet for some reason, and I'm guilty of it too, so don't feel like I'm putting this on you, but we've heard it for years and years, and yet we still don't take care of ourselves first. We take care of everybody else and everything else first. Oh, I'll get up and I'll do this for me. But in the meantime, I'll also start a load of laundry. I'll make sure the kids' lunches are packed. I'll set out my husband's clothes, or I don't know, whatever your morning looks like, right? But I think at this age, once we get to 50, we deserve to take that time for ourselves. I think we deserved it all along. But I think now, more than ever, we should be saying, you know what? I'm worth it. I deserve it. I've put in my time. Now this time is for me. However, there are still times in life where I think it's like my life right now, right? I'm working, I'm moving, my husband's a little bit down, my dog is a little bit down. It's a lot, right? And so I'm having to carry the burden, carry the load, if you will. And it would be easy for me to say, I'm not going to take care of myself. But if I don't, then I can't make sure all those other things happen. And I want them to happen because I love my husband, extra love my puppy, but don't tell him I said that. And I really love our new home, and I want it to feel like home. So I'm not saying everything has to be perfect. I'm just saying I'd like these things to get finished, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's a more peaceful life if things aren't chaotic. In order for all that to happen, I have to be in the right headspace, heart space, and physical space. So I need to get a little exercise. I need to move. I need to breathe. I need a few minutes to pray. I think I have an easy solution for you. Are you ready? And it involves 3 10-minute segments. In the morning, before you get out of bed, or just as you get out of bed, I want you to take 10 deep breaths. 10 deep, feel them in your belly all the way down to your toes. Deep breath. Ready? Really good, long, deep breaths. And I need you to do 10 of them. The reason is because it takes 3 or 4 before you really start to breathe normally. Honestly, get going and we forget to breathe. About that 3rd or 4th breath, you'll feel something shift. You'll feel some, what physically is just air and oxygen coming in through your body that you need. But you'll also start to feel a sense of inner peace and calm, which I think is so important. It'll feel so good. You may do 15 of them. But I just need you to do 10. And I need you to commit to doing 10 just for you. So before anybody else knows you're awake, or if you're up before everybody else, just run on the side of the bathtub or grab a cup of coffee and sit outside on the deck or wherever you can go that's all by yourself, and take 10 good, deep belly breaths that reach your toes and see how you feel. Then I would love for you to take 10 minutes. So it's just 10 minutes, right? 10 deep breaths takes a minute. 10 minutes to stretch, walk, move, touch your toes, whatever you can do for 10 minutes. Now, sometimes you'll have more time. You might have 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours, I don't know. But I'm assuming that you don't have a lot of time. So on those days, I want you to take 10 minutes and just stretch. Or take a 10-minute walk, do a lap around your neighborhood. 10 minutes. You'll be amazed what 10 deep breaths and 10 minutes of just moving do for your life. You're going to be shocked, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say. But in addition to that, I'm going to set up a challenge for you. Are you ready? You're all like, oh no, Karen, I can't do anymore. But you can, right? Because once you get good at something, you take on something else. But this one's easy. 10 deep breaths in the morning, 10 minutes of movement. You can touch your toes for 10 minutes. I wake up in the morning, I get out of bed, I do 2 sets of push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. 2 sets of 25. Takes me 10 minutes. Sometimes those push-ups, they're on my knees because I can't always do them straight up. Just 10 minutes. It's just for me. Who cares? Nobody's watching me. I'm not trying to compete anywhere. I'm just moving and breathing and taking care of myself. Then I want you to try it at lunch and to treat yourself to it after dinner. 3 times a day, 10 minutes. You are so worth it. And I totally think you are a winner. I'll talk to you soon. Breathe.